I'm gonna try and fix Skype not coming through on the stream. What the fuck? I know. Was it hours ago? Shit, man.
That's the Cloven district. So it's actually called Abbott Shore because it was a place of religious pilgrimage. And a lot of the old bits of the town are up in the Cloven district. The Cloverin religion is actually outlawed in all areas of the town except for that particular one. As I mentioned, the Cloverin Empire, which actually, still has a territorial claim to the Torresian Empire, as it was once part of it, is still kind of sour about losing the war to kind of like a smaller empire, but it was mainly due to naval superiority. The red is the center of the town. That's the financial district. Are you guys all watching? Because I'm about to do some pings.
Pings.
This area here is actually the Central Exchange, which Leslie's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather founded. The arena is also in the financial district, and it's a lot, and all the wealthy people live in this little area here, which actually has its own mini wall.
I will share any information except for that what pertains to my family. I just have to run and use the washroom.
Yep, no problem.
I wish I had other knowledges.
The green area over here, like it's kind of like a weird sweep where it comes down and around. It's like the inner circle minus the orange district. That's where a lot of heavy industry is. So even as you're approaching the city from a distance, you're noticing a lot of smoke and smog kind of picking up through it. That district in there is responsible for making a lot of the ships. So like there's a lot of foundries in this area that produce things like muskets, cannons, pistols, as well as the rigging or not the rigging, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically the base of boats, the plating of ships. The blue area is the dock district. It's pretty rough and tumble, but it's where a lot of the cargo comes in from the Empire. The purple district is the merchant district, where you can buy and sell most anything. And the teal district are the eastern slums. In order to keep a city this size going, the slums themselves have to be quite substantial. So a lot of people work in the green area of town, and then they're all either ferried or carted home en masse at about whenever the sun sets.
And sorry, what was the orange one?
The orange one is the old town. It's the old religious district where they still practice the Cloverin religion. And if anyone has knowledge local religion, I'll let you know more about that.
Not till next level.
Question for you, Yang.
Yes.
Is your family sword magical?
Yes.
Okay. Just curious.
I guess we should
find it.
find.
Oh, sweet! I
guess we should
actually
find a
did
place to
tell
rest.
Benzel what I wanted it to be according to lore, but I can tell you if you want, but whatever.
You wanted
just-
what to be?
The swords?
Oh man, that was a good one.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but
So Anna says
it's called the Sword of
We should-
Songs.
we should find a skiff into the city and then perhaps find a place to stay for the night. And then I suppose if anyone wants to separate from a group of mages, this is where we can say our goodbyes.
Les scratches
Gorgon.
his head.
Gorgon pats Thrindle on the back and he says, you say mages like it's a bad word. Some of my best friends are mages.
Thrindle gives a small smile and says, "Who would not want such a friend?"
Truth be
Mages,
told,
please.
truth be told, I'm sort of wandering at this point, and well, my own lack of combat capability has been proven to me time and time again on our short trip. So if you'll have me, I wouldn't mind tagging along.
That is true.
I'm very smart. I can-
Wow. Okay.
Gorgon never
somebody-
boasts about his intelligence.
Anna's gonna go find a skiff. So I guess like in this small little village on the side of the thing, we'll head down to the waterfront, see if we can find somebody to hire us to go over gondola or something.
Did we
Um,
not want to go to the east? Or are we going in this way?
I guess that we, apparently.
So they're basically. I think what Beard wants to do is there's two kind of like bridge entrances you could take, but he's thinking just go to one of these fishing villages on the outskirts and hire a gondola.
and
I guess they could take us anywhere, just about, because
Right,
these are
because
waterways.
there's no walls. The way I look at it, we're looking at racist mage-hating guards, and this is a way to circumvent them.
Gorgon, speaking of
As long
racist,
as-
mage-hating guards, how have you gotten on constructing that scarf? Oh, and fixing that pistol.
So I'm gonna start with the 3 days of fixing the pistol because you did pay me 50 gold. It's worth 250. The broken condition probably reduces its value by 25%. 20. He'll get back to you.
Carry the two.
Yeah, like I shit you not, Carl. This is honestly like I need to figure it out.
No problem.
Yeah, so I do have an update on your scarf though. Uno momento.
He should be able to do it in 3 days, though, I would imagine. Well, maybe not, actually.
It's cleaning a barrel and building.
Well,
a
it depends on it broken.
It's removing the broken condition.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see.
So I'm going to say your pistol is now fully operational. He even saved some of the food that was stuck in the flintlock.
Gross.
He passes to you and says, "Waste not, want not."
Here, Yang, use this to catch fish.
And then your question for your
Don't
scarf,
put that on
Carl.
the computer, honey.
So
The water.
part of the issue Gorgon's having is he doesn't know how the or like the he calls them the bobs. He doesn't know how the bob works. If anyone has any applicable knowledges to help Gorgon solve his problem, feel free to roll them.
Arcana.
I guess Arcana is applicable.
Spellcraft?
Give it a go. Give it a go.
Sorry, what are you trying to figure out?
How
the plumb
the-
bobs work.
Or Spellcraft, maybe.
Isn't a plumb bob just like a basic
the
handmade?
only- Yes.
yeah,
but
they're
magic
talking
one's
about the
a little bit
devices that I did with Inspector Maxwell Jenkins.
So would a knowledge engineering be applicable?
Yes.
It could, yeah.
We're trying
Yes,
to figure
it
out how to dupe one.
All right.
We're
so
gonna all
that-
need to know
Get it?
this.
Where's my fucking roll? Okay, 18.
My rolls are coming in super slow.
Sweet. Yeah, mine are too. All right, so let's start at the top here. Knowledge Arcana 23 will yield results. Spellcraft 15 will not. Engineering 6 not. And Engineering 26 will. Okay, Thorindel, you know for a fact that the bomb itself is made out of a piece of dreamstone. Dreamstone is a metal that comes from the earth, and it was brought up by the dwarves, and it is very effective at damaging and harming magic users. Armor made out of dreamstone offers additional resistance to magic, whereas weapons made out of dreamstone deal additional damage to spellcasters.
Ugh.
It isn't a very pleasant substance. Some people who work with it often report having headaches, and people who wear the armor for an exposed period of time often also report the same phenomena. You know that Dreamstone actually has inherent anti-magic properties. Using Dreamstone as, like, if you were to use a spell that has kind of an anti-magic descriptor, like an anti-magic field, using Dreamstone, powdered Dreamstone as a material, like a power component, actually makes the spell stronger.
Right.
So you know that they're made out of this. Gorgon, once given this information, supposes that it works very closely to like a principle of magnetism. So when exposed to a magical aura, the two kind of push apart. So like two ends of a magnet, right?
Two
So
south
when
poles.
exactly. So what you would need to do is to trick it into not moving or find something that blocks it. He does know for a fact that unlike magnets, if you were to get a dreamstone weave over some sort of kit or some sort of device, like if you were to keep your potions in a pocketed scarf that would have a dreamstone weave, unlike two magnets, the dreamstone would cancel out the magnetic aura because it would just be pushing off the other dreamstone.
So it would insulate.
That does sound like
Exactly.
magnets.
Wow, I wonder where we can get some of this dreamstone.
Gorgon says, well, it's expensive. That's half the issue.
How much do you think?
He says, I don't know the price in human lands.
Well,
He doesn't
Perhaps our
have
mining friends might
rates.
know of somewhere.
if you can buy
Kind of late for that.
if you can buy things anywhere, you can get it in the city. I say we look for it, and we should commission Gorgon to produce some for all of us. Let's face it, we're all gonna always have something we need to hide. Even you, Gamry.
Yeah, perhaps.
Especially you, Gamry.
Especially you.
I like it. Let's get into the city.
All right, so
Well, anxious,
but,
are we?
but that's a little bit about the
No.
history and how the device works.
No.
So yes, there you are. All right, so you guys approach one of the small fishing villages. It seems pretty quaint. You notice that when you guys approach from the north and you head to this village on the outskirts here, as you're following the road along the lake, you can hear birds overhead. They're just a cawing of crows, and they're all screaming things, Anna, like, food, food, food! Mine, mine! Get away, get away! And it's almost nauseating how many crows are flying around the city. As you approach the middle of this smaller fishing village, you notice that there's one large kind of estate manor in the middle of the village and a bunch of smaller, almost kind of shacks or shanties. As you're walking along, you can see a couple guys who look like sailors leaned up, sitting on the ground. They're playing cards. They're drinking what looks like rum. And they're smoking cigarettes. As you get closer to the docks, you can see a couple of boats, a couple men hauling in nets. Most of them are smoking.
So I suppose Anna will find, sort of unsure of how to proceed. She's going to head to one of the docks and see if she can find someone that looks like an official, I guess. You know what? I'm just going to walk up to a group of the smoking people, and Anna says, she when they acknowledge her, she says, none of you own a skiff that could possibly give us passage to Abbott Shore, do you? There's gold in it for you.
One of the guys kind of looks at you as he's coiling a rope around his shoulder, and he says, I've only got a couple hours of darkness to sleep and see my family. Why would I want to shuttle a group like this over at this hour?
Because we can pay well. And I guess I will offer him 10 gold. That's probably like more than enough. 10 gold just to take us across.
Just so you get an idea of economy and scale, like 10 gold is like a lot of gold for asking someone to do this task.
Yeah.
You think handing him 10 gold would almost seem suspicious, like just so that you're aware of, kind of like it'd be like, it's like